what our strategy is that we're committed to be wherever the conversation is taking place. If it's taking place on our site, we have thousands of comments every day from our visitors and users of our website. But we also want to be where the conversation is taking place about New York Times articles and content on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube, and now on Foursquare. So what we've found with users sharing our content is tremendous enthusiasm about different articles and different ideas and photographs and video and multimedia. So it's actually a wonderful thing for news organizations because as there's so much information and content out there now. So if a publisher, if a news organization has its articles shared and recommended by its readers to their friends, that's a wonderful, tremendous, fabulous thing. They're very powerful tools that allow our readers and our users to recommend our articles. Might there be something that they don't like? Of course, of course, but that's fine too. Well, what we're finding is that referrals from social networks to our website is the fastest growing source of referrals. It's small compared to other ways that users come to our website, but it's very, very fast growing. We've also found that advertisers are interested in advertising in and around the social space, so that we are now working with them and looking for different ways, different creative ways, innovative ways to work with advertisers around much of the conversation that takes place on our site. And I think that there's a huge opportunity to bring all of these conversations together. And the big opportunity for all of us in the media business, in the news business, is to focus on engagement and extending the conversation about our storytelling on these social sites, on our own websites, but to really engage with our users. Age has nothing to do with social networks, or I haven't found that. And I'm a pretty good example, since I am the mother of 18-year-old twins, and I have been working in this business for more than 25 years as a reporter and as an editor. So we have journalists of all ages on social networks. So the most important point is that journalists find that Twitter, that social networks, is useful for their reporting. And they're not just using it to broadcast their headlines. They're using it to find sources, track trends, engage with users, get ideas for stories. But of course, the most important thing to remember for journalists is that you always have to do the reporting. Much of the information on Twitter that you find is very useful, but that doesn't mean that a journalist doesn't take that information and check it out and verify and make sure it's accurate. And so our reporters have found it to be very useful. I think that it's important, and what we've done at the New York Times and what many publishers have done is delivered the content on whatever device people want it, and and in whatever way people want it. So if people want to consume the articles and the pictures and our multimedia content on an iPad, we have an app for that. If they want to listen to it in a video or listen to it in a podcast, we can do that. If they want video, we offer video. But if they want a printed edition that is beautiful, that is extremely well written, that is delivered to their door in a blue plastic bag every morning, or is conveniently located at their local store, we have an app for that. It's called the printed edition of the New York Times. And so I think that as long as we continue to change and give our content to readers and to users in the way that they want it, it doesn't matter, what platform or how. What matters is the journalism, is the quality of the journalism, is the quality of the reporting. And that I don't think will ever go away. So it's an opportunity for us as a news organization just to update and our content more regularly, and to provide little pieces and parts of stories that may not be a full 1,500 word story in the paper. So it's been a very effective way and successful way for us to present our content.